Rabbit Daddy for the second time teaming up, making their Pro Wrestling Magic Tag Team debut, immediately with a shot at the Tag Team Championship. When Death Row sent out an open challenge, these guys were right up front, answering that challenge. This is their shot to stardom. This is their shot for notoriety. Not only their second time teaming up.
And I'll tell you right now, as singles competitors, I've seen a lot of their work. Excellent. Ryan Mooney has had a banger here for the Junior Championship. And let me tell you, they're going to have me rooting for them. Because Death Row has gone through everybody. And I keep hoping, I keep praying, somebody will save us from this reign of terror and bring some class back to the Pro Wrestling Magic.
Don't let him hear you say it.
Bruno and Tella, neither of them return my texts anymore. I don't care.
It's a little stark contrast to the way things were just a couple months ago, huh, Carl?
They're starting off hot at the commentary table, that's for sure.
Speaking of the World Tag Team Championships and the people who hold them, there they are. They got 2 sets of gold now. Death Row on a tear as of late. The customary adding of the tape by John Tella. And all the gold, a little much for Bruno to handle there. Look at all that right there. World Tag Team Champions. Ready for another war here against the Rabbit Daddies.
Yeah, they've been asking for nothing short of war with these open challenges.
Well, if any 2 men in the world are capable of going to war at a moment's notice, it's John Tella and it's Lou Bruno, El Oso Blanco.
Listen, 2 of the baddest men on the planet, sure. But anything can happen in an open challenge. And let's see what happens tonight, John.
Very true, it's very true.
Gentlemen, welcome to the opening contest of Mambo number 5 to be contested for the Pro Wrestling Magic World Tag Team Championships.
That's right.
It's coming. It's about 2 seconds away. 1, 2. Okay. Introducing first the challengers from Thick Country. Here is Thick Daddy Andy Brown and the Rabid Honey Badger Ryan Mooney. Together, they are Rabid Daddies.
The thickness.
They do have their, is that an indication of their tag team synergy with that intricate handshake there, Mark?
I think so. That's probably one of the first things they worked on when they
And their opponents.
as one team.
They are fighting out of Hudson County, New Jersey, at a total combined weight of 600 pounds. The mayor of Scumbag City, John Tella. The first ever Triple Crown champion in the history of Pro Wrestling Magic, El Oso Blanco Bruno. They are your reigning, defending Pro Wrestling Magic World Tag Team Champions, Death fucking Row!
Well, if you're keeping count at home, ladies and gentlemen, first F-bomb of the evening, definitely not the last.
Those are some beautiful belts.
I get the feeling they couldn't print the middle name on the official Death Row merchandise.
Yeah, it might affect where you could wear it, I would imagine. But I mean, this is going to be an interesting matchup. I see your favorite word in the English dictionary, Carl, thick, right there on the T-shirt of Andy Brown. So they're immediately your new favorite tag team, I imagine. I mean, that doesn't even have to be said.
I will root for them till I have no air left in my lungs.
Till death.
Yes.
Right, gotcha.
Bruno in rare form, too. I see him already just...
He's seething today.
Just not in a mood. Usually not in a mood. But today is very much so.
Today he is ready, willing, and able to put a beat down on anybody who gets in his way.
He's on a fight night mood. The gong sounds. We are ready to go here.
Absolutely. Gong sounds, and we are on Pro Wrestling Magic World Tag Team title match between Death Row defending against the Rabbit Daddies.
That's right. I like the confidence.
It's the Honey Badger, the Rabbit Honey Badger
baby.
himself.
Let's go. Test the strength. In reality, reality, what he's doing to Bruno is what our people like to say, lo está encojonando, getting him pretty pissed.
I mean, is Ryan going to be able to reach him up there? As we've mentioned before,
might need to sit on Lee's shoulders.
Listen, it's thick daddies, not necessarily long daddies, okay? That's not. Come on.
that's the way it is. Here we go. Going for that Greco-Roman knuckle lock. And as was said earlier, I mean, the Death Row has gone through practically everybody in their path, both in front of this Kingdom crowd and away from this crowd.
The thickness.
They came up short last month in a handicap match against Spanos Unidos, one that Death Row actually wanted, but the numbers unfortunately were just too much.
Mark, the genius, the brilliance, the teamwork.
Now this is tag team synergy.
Oh my God, he can still reach.
Those long arms.
The biggest Cuban I ever seen.
Oh, wait a second.
Oh my God, yes,
Ryan
yes,
Mooney.
he's got.
Obviously, Bruno is tired of playing some games here in the early goings of this contest.
Yeah.
And a big toss from Bruno.
Está encojonado.
Mooney now just trying to get himself a little pumped up.
To his credit, Mooney staying in there.
Nothing wrong with that. There you go. Look at him, guys. Vascular.
Here, as you see in the top left corner of your screen, use that hashtag #ThisIsMagic. Let everyone know what they are missing out on not being here or not watching us live on RWTV here again tonight.
Not looking good for Mooney. He's getting rushed into his corner.
Good Lord.
Wait a second.
Oh, no.
The tag team partners. That is a tag.
Legal tag.
Here comes the thickness.
The thickness.
The thickness with the quickness.
Hashtag this is thickness.
Change on
You know what?
both
Don't do that.
sides. Let's not sell Andy Brown short. I've been hearing about this guy for a very long time. Shout out to Rock Nest Monsters' own Johnny Yuma for that one. Over 10 years, predominantly on the West Coast. Coming over here out east for some real competition.
That's right. I like the shade, Mark.
I do. That was
Shots fired, right?
that was clever. Oh. Straight right over the bow. Anyway, boom, another shoulder tackle does not take the Mayor Scumbag City down. Andy Brown just getting started, though, as is John Teller. John Teller welcoming it.
Oh! Plus 10 to thickness. Those pecs.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
we go.
Teller
intelligent
got
wrestling,
caught.
yes.
Plus 15 and
Oh, there's that big shoulder tackle.
Not thick enough.
How dare you, Mark?
Take it, Andy Brown down to the ground. Was John Teller there? Now a big, just has him up. And spinning neck breaker from the top rope. Assisted, we've seen this before. Big senton from the big man. 1, 2, and no.
We said earlier, the Thick Daddies, this is their second time teaming together. Death Row has had quite a bit more time. They also started out as the worst of enemies until they found that mutual respect. And then the tag team synergy grew really quick.
Big double hand chop to Andy Brown, and he is going to feel that one in the morning. Let's take another look at this spinning neck breaker into the senton combination right there from Bruno. Excellently done. Speaking of that tag team synergy.
As much as I don't like him, Death Row might have come up with the perfect recipe. Two men who every time they got in the ring with each other will go to war. Go to war. Walk out taking years off each other's lives and realize, hey, you know what? Let's team together.
Big shot.
Do that to other people. And that's what they're doing.
Well, I think it's a very valid point you made there. How much more do you have to know your enemy than teaming together, developing that mutual respect, that reliance. The other partner's going to be there in your corner, tag out.
Big
Big
scoop and a
combination
slam.
moves like we saw earlier.
And I mean, it was years ago now, but I mean, we saw some brutal street fights between Tella and Bruno for many, many years. Could not be in the same room next to each other, and now double tag champions. But now Ryan Mooney just taking a big bite out of the shin.
It's a rabbit.
The Rabbit Daddies living up to that name.
Tell us we need some shots.
And I mean, that's the way you break down a taller competitor. You just start biting, scratching, clawing, hitting, knock him down as best you can. And just climbing the rope and just shoving the boot right into the neck of John Tella was Ryan Mooney, and then bang, another shot.
Let's go. Go for the goal, baby. I always liked Ryan Mooney.
And Mooney relying on his speed, on his strikes, training at the ROH dojo, so he knows how to strike with the best of them.
And now with the referee distracted, sorry to cut you off there, Mark, but both members of the Rabbit Daddies just taking advantage of the hot heat coming out of the side of the champions.
Muy caliente.
Big shot and a quick tag in, and that speaks to the tag team synergy you were bringing up multiple times so far, Mark, is that you got to stay fresh in there against the tag champs.
That's right. Also crossing up your opponent, never knowing who they're going to be taking on at any given second.
Oh!
What a cannonball!
Nowhere for Tella to go from that cannonball. Ryan going right into the cover. Mooney with a 2 count, says referee Lee to go.
Right, for their second time teaming up, the Rabbit Daddies looking mighty fresh.
Well, it speaks back to that training. Spend a lot of time in the ring. You get to know your partner, and you can start to work out maneuvers, and hopefully they pay off for you.
And right there, that very quick tag, taking advantage of the 5 count or the referee's discretion.
Oh, and now the
Both
assist.
members in there.
Possibly trying to get an assisted pile driver here, but Tella's got the hands on the ground.
That is not a small man, Tella, just threw like nothing.
And now, Ryan, big Death Valley driver onto his partner.
No!
Excellent maneuver from John Tella.
Mooney catching a lot of beef on the way down.
Oh, God. Bruno's got Café Bustelo running through his veins. He's chomping at the bits to get in there.
Now Tella getting caught just before he makes it to the thing. Oh, wait a minute! Beautiful Insuguri, and John Tella makes the tag to Bruno. Big clothesline, and another one just walking through Ryan Mooney on that one.
Look at the way Bruno just towers over both men.
Oh!
No! Huge flapjack.
Choke flapjack. Thought he was going the other way with it, going for a choke slam, but that was not to be. And look at that Death Valley driver again in the top corner of your screen.
Big pump kick by Tella.
And now here we go. Here go the champs. We've seen them do this before. Welcome to Death Row, Ryan Mooney.
1, 2,
And that'll do it. Gong sounds. Still your tag team champions.
Wow.
Here are your winners, and still Pro Wrestling Magic World Tag Team Champions, John Tella, also Bronco Bruno, Death Row.
There it is. Welcome to Death Row. And you could count to 16. Ryan Mooney had no air left in his lungs. Couldn't kick out there. And still, Pro Wrestling Magic World Tag Team Champions, the double champs. Death Row. Bruno and Tella on a tear right now.
I don't see anybody stopping these guys anytime.